Previously in the land of monster spirits, Wang Lin had borrowed the body of an ancient god and successfully stepped into the fragmentation realm. At the close of the last chapter, he followed Bai Wei to Ghost Eye City for the grand auction. Since the event had not yet begun, he shared wine with the three brothers of Yi Chenzi, speaking of the Dao. In the midst of their discussion, Wang Lin unconsciously released the aura of the ancient god. The moment it spread, the three men felt a surge of bloody stench within their chests, as though facing a beast of the primordial age, its killing intent stretching to the heavens. Just then, a peerless beauty named Ling Di stepped forward to pour wine for Wang Lin. The three gradually steadied themselves, resuming their discourse. Yi Chenzi sighed. The Tao is to sever ties with the mortal world, to seal oneself away, to cut off everything, and pursue the great Tao alone. But in all my life, though, I have cut away everything else. There is one bond I could never sever: affection. Wang Lin shook his head slowly. There is no need to sever. A cultivator need not shun heaven and earth. Why flee from one's own heart? These words struck Yi Chenzi, Yi Longzi, and Yi Xinzi, deeply sending them into sudden comprehension. Night fell, and the skies of heaven-defying planet turned strange. Clouds gathered in rolling waves, thunder roared, and rain fell in torrents. The eerie sight recalled the bizarre temperament of the All-Seer, ever-shifting, impossible to grasp. Wang Lin's heart shook as he remembered Bai Wei's words, that the weather here changed, like her master's moods. Returning to Bai Wei's quarters, he found the restriction trembling. He broke inside only to discover emptiness. Bai Wei was gone. With her cultivation vanishing without a trace was impossible. Clearly a mighty cultivator had intervened. His expression hardened. Calling upon the divine ability Rain Calamity, he turned every raindrop into an eye, sweeping across 10,000 li. At last he found a valley veiled by restrictions. As he drew near, the barrier opened, and a deep voice rang out, "Brother Wang, please enter." It was Bai Wei, yet her voice was wholly masculine, now utterly unlike the half-male, half-female tone from before. Within the valley, Wang Lin saw Bai Wei seated cross-legged this time, revealed as a handsome man with cold aura and resolute eyes. "Brother Wang, are you surprised? My true name is Bai Ngui." Bai Ngui told his story, born a twin beneath the rare star of extreme yang. His sister had died, yet her soul fused into his body, leaving him half male, half female. When he grew older, he was taken in by the All-Seer, who taught him the dual yin-yang copulation art, promising to free his sister's soul. In truth, it was but an experiment. The art drew heavier and heavier yin energy into him, pushing him to the edge of destruction. Each time he recalled his past, the strange sigil upon his brow flared, releasing yin energy, as though it would transform him into an undead corpse. Bitterly, Bai Ngui laughed. "I know I cannot live long, but before I die, I want the All-Seer to miscalculate just once. Brother Wang, the thing he desires most, a strand of extreme yang, I would entrust to you. Will you accept it?" Laughing wildly, he gathered all his life essence into a single golden spark. His body crystallized into eternal ice, sealing within it both resentment and defiance. Wang Lin lifted his hand and received the extreme yang, his heart heavy. At that moment, deep within the heaven-defying sect, the All-Seer, seated in seclusion, opened his eyes. With a flick of his finger, he unleashed the divine art, one finger to shatter the heavens. From the void, a colossal finger descended, carrying the origin power of heaven and earth. Its strike shook heaven, defying planet, its pressure engulfing 10,000 li, leaving cultivators trembling, as Ghost Eye City quaked in fear. In the valley, Wang Lin raised his head to meet the falling might. His ancient god body trembled, yet his battle intent blazed. "All-Seer, you seek my life. Let us see if I will yield." With a sweep of his right hand, the Rain Calamity crystal soared forth, manifesting the phantom of Qing Shui. As the crystal spun, countless raindrops gathered into blades, surging skyward to strike the finger. Thunder roared across the heavens. The rain dissolved into blood mist, yet the finger only shuddered faintly before pressing downward again. Wang Lin roared, slapping his bag of holding. The fragment of the immortal realm emerged, unfolding into a vast continent to block the skies. The finger struck. The ground heaved, the valley collapsed, the fragment cracked and split apart, but still it held, resounding with thunderous cracks. Seizing the instant, Wang Lin's eyes shone, and he leapt into the void. His ancient god body erupted, blood-roaring muscles swelling each punch, echoing like the cries of dragons and tigers. Ancient god's fists suppress heaven and earth. 4 punches burst forth, each carrying boundless origin force pounding into the finger. Space-twisted shockwaves exploded, mountains within 10,000 li were swept away. The finger finally trembled, cracks spreading, rainbow lights spilling out. But far away, the All-Seer remained seated, expression cold, pressing down once more. Boom! The overwhelming force seemed intent on crushing all, leaving Wang Lin no chance of survival. His blood boiled, his divine sense screamed. Clenching his teeth, he summoned every drop of origin force. His brow shone, the heaven-defying bead within his soul quivered, merging with the extreme yang given by Bai Wei. In that instant, Wang Lin became a blazing sun. The power of extreme yang surged through him, fusing into his fist seal. All-Seer, this is the will of a heaven-defying cultivator to defy. His punch burst forth, golden light piercing the heavens, colliding with the finger. The world shook, space collapsed. Ghost Eye City was nearly swept away, as torrents of rain froze into snow and melted in an instant. At last the colossal finger shattered, scattering into fragments of rainbow light. Bloodied but unbowed, Wang Lin stood, tall, eyes blazing like a god's, as he gazed into the void. In the distance, the All-Seer opened his eyes slightly, stars swirling within, and muttered, "Humph, this boy, truly extraordinary." Earlier in the land of monster spirits, he had borrowed the body of an ancient god and stepped into the fragmentation realm. By the time he reached heaven-defying planet, though, only at the early stage of fragmentation, his battle strength far surpassed the ordinary. With the ancient god body, the rain calamity crystal, and the fragment of the immortal realm, he could even contend against divine powers of the Alliance's elders, such as the All-Seer. Thus, he spent every effort, even igniting the extreme yang bestowed by Bai Wei, to block one finger to shatter the heavens, if only for a moment. In the next chapter, Ling Tianhu will enter the fray, fighting side by side with Wang Lin against the All-Seer.